Hey everybody, it's Brandon Patrick with Coutras Associates. Today I've got with us our owner and founder, Chris Coutras. Chris, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Brandon.
You know, one of the things that we've got, we're a week outside of Hurricane Matthew, and some of you may have been able to talk to your claims adjuster yet. Some of you may not have been able to talk to your claims adjuster yet. But at the same time, though, there's certain expenses that you're starting to rack up that we need to talk about. Chris, what are some of the things that folks need to look at? And, you know, as far as talking with the adjuster, once the adjuster comes in, what do they need to talk about?
Okay, thanks, Brandon. I highly recommend making sure that you keep all receipts, any additional living expense costs that is beyond your everyday living expense.
What would that be?
This would be travel. This would be if you're having to obtain a hotel or obtain a condominium due to the fact that you're out of your home. Now this only implies with windstorm coverage, does not with the National Flood Insurance Program. So if someone's listening that's been flooded, they do not cover additional living expenses for that. But if it's a homeowner's claim, they do cover additional living expenses.
What are some of those expenses?
This would be your hotel. This would be for your food. Typically, they will look at make sure you keep all your receipts.
Gas.
If you're having gasoline would be one. Your mileage. If you're having to go outside your territory.
Wow.
You know, let's say
never thought of that.
Let's say if you typically drive to work and it's 7 miles. Well, they will take off those 7 miles, but now I'm having to drive to work 45 miles.
Wow.
So they will pay for the additional mileage and the gasoline there. Same way with your food, with your family. Yes, they will ask you what is your normal expenses to cook breakfast for your family of 4 or 6 or 2. And then you have to kind of give the differences of what this has actually cost you.
I never thought of that.
So the biggest thing is to keep all your receipts. And then secondly, take good photographs of the insured risk. That's your commercial property, that's your condo association, that's your dwelling. And then when you take a lot of photographs and pictures, make sure, let's say if someone is listening that has been flooded and they have a flood policy, do not discard any of your contents without a video of your contents or photographs. Please listen, they will not pay it. They used to pay it all the time if they could tell, okay, yeah, it makes sense that you've got 1,800 square foot of one floor and it got ruined and you had a bed and your bedroom suit, blah blah blah. We're getting into situations if you can't show a picture of it, they won't pay it. They're denying it,
wow.
Which I think is, and they're not sharing this with the consumer, and so they're hoping that I have already discarded it, taken it to the street, it's been dumped. And before the adjuster gets there. So, and if you didn't take photographs or pictures, you're pretty well out on a limb. And this has happened to people. Typically, it's been more elderly people that, this is the way they've conducted business all of their life is on, honesty. And sometimes they don't have the cell phone pictures or they don't have the camera. Let me reiterate that they don't have the camera to take pictures. And before you know it, it's discarded, and now we're sitting here in a dispute.
Wow.
Not only of the value of the money, but just getting covered.
Yes.
Even though you had photographs showing, well, what do you think? I was living upstairs, or the place was vacant. I mean, believe me, people, I've been through all these arguments. You think and it might be, it's not funny because I know that there's a lot of people going through a lot of pain and a lot of discomfort, a lot of stress. But believe me, you don't want this at a later time because you're going through it currently.
Yes. Chris, thank you so much. If people need to get in touch with you, how do they find you?
Okay, toll free, 888-734-4334. And then again, that's 888-734-4334. Or my cell phone is 615-775-7475. Or go to the web, Google Coutras and Associates.
How's that spelled?
Coutras.
Not a lot of them in the United States. Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brandon.
Have a good day. Guys, thank you so much, and we'll be covering some other topics.